All right, so for years, the tech world has been completely obsessed with one thing, billion-dollar unicorns. But in this new age of AI, something else is starting to emerge, something way, way bigger. Today, we're going to explore what comes after the unicorn. So, we all know the term unicorn, right? It's that super rare billion-dollar startup that just comes in and completely reshapes a market. I mean, it's been the holy grail for what, a decade now? But with this massive leap we're seeing in technology, you have to ask, is unicorn even a big enough word anymore for what's being built? What's the next step in the evolution? Okay, so let's introduce a new concept for you, the Solara. Now, think about it this way. A unicorn, it captures a single market, but a Solara? That's something else entirely. It's luminous, it's transformational, it's not about defining a market, it's about defining an entire era. So here's the core idea, and I think it's a great one. A Solara is a company that shines just like a sun. It actually creates its own economic gravity, pulling whole industries and ecosystems right into its orbit. It's a really powerful metaphor, and trust me, we're about to see just how deep it goes. And look, this isn't just about a bigger valuation, right? It's not just about more zeros on a check. The source material we're looking at argues that this AI age isn't just spitting out new products. No, it's actually forging a totally new class of company, a whole new corporate species, if you will. So here's the crucial difference. A unicorn, it disrupts a market, it captures a market. A Solara, on the other hand, it's celestial. Its influence radiates outward, It creates the very conditions for thousands of other businesses to pop up and thrive inside its ecosystem. We're talking about something that fundamentally changes how we all work, think, and even create. Okay, I know what you're thinking. This sounds huge, right? Almost like science fiction. But what's cool is that the source material actually pinpoints a very specific type of AI company that could become the very first Solara. So let's take a look at what that might be. So here's the seed idea. Just imagine a platform where you type in a single sentence, one sentence about your business, and boom, it generates an entire multi-channel marketing campaign for you. I'm talking the copy, the visuals, the video scripts, the advice, everything. It's like having a whole world-class marketing agency in your pocket, and it works instantly. So to make this whole thing less theoretical and more concrete, we're going to follow the journey of a fictional company from the source. It's called Prometheus AI, and the story is going to show us step by step how a powerful idea like that doesn't just grow into a big company, but into a trillion-dollar sun. Now, this isn't some overnight success story. The journey to becoming a Solara is a decade-long evolution, and it unfolds across 4 really distinct and fascinating phases. Okay, so here's the roadmap for the 10-year rise of Prometheus AI. It all starts with the spark in years 1 to 2. Then it builds into the platform in years 3 to 5. After that, things really accelerate with the flywheel in years 5 to 7. And finally, we get to the Solara moment in years 7 to 10. So let's break down each one of these phases. So in those first couple of years, phase 1, the spark, is all about one thing, democratization. The platform launches as this kind of plug-in marketer. It gives small and medium-sized businesses, the ones that could never afford a big fancy agency, the power of a full marketing team right in their pocket. And as you can imagine, it spreads like wildfire. And the growth? It was just explosive. Get this, $100 million in annual recurring revenue in just 18 months. That's insane. And investors, they quickly realized, whoa, this isn't just another automation tool. This is a totally new form of creative intelligence, and it's operating on a planetary scale. All right, now we hit phase 2, and this is the critical strategic pivot. Prometheus AI stops being just a single product. Instead, it opens up its APIs and its SDKs. It turns into a platform that other developers can build on top of. So it becomes the foundational layer, kind of like the operating system of digital persuasion. And all the while, it's indexing human creativity, learning from every single interaction. And that shift from product to platform, it changes everything. The company's value doesn't just grow, it multiplies. Suddenly, its valuation just soars past $300 billion. Why? Because it's not just a tool anymore. It's now indispensable infrastructure for this massive, growing ecosystem. Okay, now we're in phase 3. The intelligence flywheel. With all this data coming in from billions of campaigns, the AI stops just reacting to the market and it starts predicting it. It literally becomes a global demand forecasting brain.
It starts anticipating what consumers are going to want weeks, maybe even months in advance. At this point, it holds the largest data set of consumer intent ever put together.
And this predictive power, it's basically priceless. I mean, you've got corporations, governments, hedge funds, everybody wants a piece of it. See, the company isn't really in the advertising business anymore. It's in the intelligence business. And that transformation sends its valuation skyrocketing to nearly $700 billion. And that brings us to the final phase, the Solara moment. By its 10th year, Prometheus AI isn't just a platform anymore. It's evolved into a global economic protocol. Think of it like the nervous system for how attention, creativity, and persuasion happen on a global scale. It's no longer just a player in the market, it literally is the market. And there it is, the big one, a $1 trillion valuation. Prometheus AI officially becomes the world's very first Solara. And what's so crucial to understand is that it didn't get there by crushing a market. It got there by enabling one, by democratizing creativity and giving power to millions and millions of users who orbit its core. Okay, so we just followed that incredible journey. Let's take a step back for a second and really nail down what we've learned. What are the core traits that actually define a Solara company? Well, it really boils down to these 4 traits. First, it's illuminating. Its main job is to empower entire ecosystems, just like a sun gives light to planets. Second, it's expansive. Its influence spreads way beyond its core industry. Third, it's self-sustaining. Its growth literally feeds itself through those powerful network effects. More users means more data, which makes the whole thing smarter. And finally, it's epoch-defining. It actually changes how humanity works and creates.
You know, the emergence of a company like this, it's not just another business story. It signals a really profound shift in our economy and in our society. It really marks the dawn of a completely new era.
I think this quote from the source just nails it. A Solara doesn't dominate markets, it gives light to others. It's so different from the giants of the past, right? They were all about building walled gardens. But the Solara's power comes from what it lets other people do. Its value is measured by the entire ecosystem it lights up. And that right there is the key takeaway. The unicorn model was absolutely perfect for the mobile internet era. It was fast, it was disruptive, it was focused. But this AI era, it demands something totally new. It needs a foundational, generative force. Solaris are going to be the suns of this new age, and countless new innovations will be the planets that orbit around them. So, as we wrap this up, the final question really is for you. The age of AI is obviously here. We've just walked through one potential path in marketing, but think about it. What other fundamental areas are out there, like education, or healthcare, or scientific discovery? Which one of those could give rise to the next trillion-dollar sun? What do you think will be the next Solara?